Hello, my name is Sonia Stelling, and I will be discussing different ways to engage students. First, I'd like to begin with a short book review of Christopher Emdin's book, Urban Science Education for the Hip Hop Generation. This is a great book, and it can be related to any type of school or student, not just someone interested in hip hop or someone from an urban school or an urban area. You need to look beyond the obvious in this book and dig deep into the meaning. The title could make you think you don't need this book as an educator, but don't be fooled. You do need this book. It's a bit of a tough read, but worth it. Very informative, and it helps one to see how we can better engage all of our students in science education. In order to do so, we need to learn about them. We need to teach the students that we have and learn about those students. If you're going to teach urban students, go visit their neighborhood. Learn what they like, how they talk, what they do, what engages them. How can we as educators expect students to be engaged or want to come to school at all if we know nothing about them and refuse to learn or even look or act as if we care? Students feel it. They react. We call them bad students, but they're not. They're bored. A bored student is not a bad student. We need to learn other ways to engage our students. Getting to know them and using things that they enjoy is one way, but here are a few other ways that I researched. Relating to students' interests, such as maybe students in your class love football. How much fun would it be to teach them science facts about football? Actually, you can integrate any subject into this. You can take them out into the field and show them different angles. You can relate the lessons to the students' interests, such as music or even soccer. There's a strong relationship between interest and learning. When a student is not interested, the students become disengaged. Students graduate unprepared for college, unprepared for careers in science specifically, because they're disengaged and they're bored. If we can relate our lessons to the students' interests, we can definitely create a much more engaging learning environment. Some other things to help engage students in the classroom are using iPads or Chromes and different applications. This really helps to differentiate the instruction. Some students are more visual learners, some students are more audio learners. Having different things in your classroom to help engage different types of students is very important. Using the iPads in the classroom, you can make a flipped classroom, give the majority of the lesson at home, and then fill in some blanks and do some activities in the classroom. Using the iPads can be used across many content areas. It's engaging, but it should always be used to enhance and not replace actual instruction. Students can collaborate globally with other students on certain applications. They can explore things under supervision on the internet. It can extend their learning. They can add new things to what you've taught them. They can connect concepts. They can create stories using concepts they've been taught. And they can communicate with each other. You can also do quizzes on applications such as Kahoot, which is not only a quiz, but a little bit of a competition. Students have fun competing with each other and seeing their name on the board. And they also are learning facts and learning to quickly come up with the answers. Students can be creative and really enjoy learning using the iPad or a Chrome in a classroom. Another really engaging activity to do with students is reading out loud. I'm not talking about just reading a book and having the students sit and listen. The research shows that it's more than just conveying text. We can use pictures, we can use props, gestures, make the reading interactive. Have the students answer questions, move props around, point to things, stand up, be silly. This is another way to differentiate and really help students who learn in a different way. It's so important to understand each of your students and not teach only in one way. Not only is it disengaging, but it just is not helpful to those students that need something in a different way. Reading aloud helps build reading skills and language skills. It helps some of your English language learners, so they're hearing the language out loud. It helps just break up a lesson. Just sitting and listening to a teacher lecture can be really boring after a while, and the students will stop understanding what's being said. The read alouds can be so creative and so engaging and so important to use in the classroom. One more thing I'd like to share is keeping your students engaged by using dramatic interpretation. Now, this can be for science or any subject. The students have to analyze the information in order to act it out. So they're really getting the information understood to be able to repeat it back. They can either dance something or maybe do a rap. They can act out something or they can sing. Again, we're differentiating the learning here. Multiple intelligences are being used, which is very important in the classroom. And the students aren't just sitting. They are up and moving, which is really important to stop that fidgeting and to just bring more engagement. Here is just a cute, quick video to show some of these students singing.
Evaporation, condensation, precipitation.
I just thought I'd show it to you very quickly, but it's a really cute idea that they're learning about the water cycle and they're just doing movements to it. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation about engaging students.